Okay, good morning, everyone. We'll get started here. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Gail Hartfield, Senior Forecaster here at the National Weather Service in Raleigh, North Carolina, and here for the routine weekly briefing on a Thursday. And let's dive right into it. Here's our upcoming weather pattern. It's gonna be quiet, and we like that. I hope you guys like that too. We've got a surface high pressure area centered across our region, kind of extending over the area. It's going to slip offshore tonight. We do have a mostly dry cold front expected to move southeast across the area Friday night through early Saturday. This front will then stall out and hold across Georgia and South Carolina just to our south over the weekend. So we'll basically be under high pressure for the next several days of various forms, and that will bring us continued fairly dry conditions. We could see some isolated sprinkles or some light showers Saturday, Sunday afternoon and evening, especially across the south and far southeast. In general, these are going to be very few and far between. I would not begin to cancel plans over it. It's going to be very sparse coverage. Otherwise, generally dry weather is expected through Wednesday. And highs are gonna, after what has been a very hot summer in June and July, we've got highs as we head into September are gonna remain a little bit below normal. Highs are gonna be in the low to mid 80s, and we'll have overnight lows in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Here is the precipitation forecast for the next few days. As I said, very little coverage. That what you see there for Saturday, Sunday, that might even be overdoing it a little bit. Really don't expect much coverage. Just going to be a stray shower here and there. So it maybe looks a little wetter than it actually might be, but in general, it's going to be fairly dry over the next into early and mid next week. And of course, with that, no excessive rainfall is expected over the next few days. And we are also not expecting any severe thunderstorms. You see there's on Saturday, there's an outline for just general thunder. And you know, it's possible, again, it's going to be very sparse, very few and far between. So we're not expecting it to be a large coverage issue, but an isolated thunderstorm or two can't be ruled out over the weekend as we have that front in the vicinity going through us and then sitting across our south, but no severe storms are expected at all. Looking at the tropics, it's been fairly okay for us so far this year. We are getting toward the peak of the season, so we always want to keep vigilant with that. NHC is monitoring an area that's well out over the eastern North Atlantic, and it's well away from us so far, so no threats to the eastern US currently. Over the next week even, it's a low probability of formation is what is expected now. So we'll keep our eye on it. Of course, as I said, we're getting toward the beginning of the season, so we do want to keep our eye on that. And I neglected to mention Fernand out there. That is a dissipation or post-tropical cyclone, sorry, dissipating system, and that will continue to head out offshore. Our drought update, we are a clean slate. Main takeaway, the entire area is clear of drought and dryness this week. This will likely continue with very little precipitation expected over the next week. So we expect to start see some signs of dryness kind of coming back into this graphic here. But for right now, we're in pretty good shape with that. Looking at next week, as we head into the latter part of the first week and second week of September, we're looking at near normal temperatures expected, so some modulation of our current fairly cool temperatures we've had here over the last week or so, and a 33 to 40% chance for above normal rainfall. So things might be leaning toward more rainfall coming in next week, and you can see our normal temperatures there are down the downswing as we head into the fall, with our highs in the low to mid 80s and lows in the low to basically mid 60s. Here is our experimental graphical hazardous weather outlook. A lot of the lightning flags you see there for the weekend are fairly benign or just restricted to our extreme south. So by and large, we're not going to be impacted by any hazardous weather that we can see here coming up. And again, summary, generally dry conditions expected. Stray shower or sprinkle can't be ruled out this weekend, primarily across the south, but not expecting an awful lot of activity, and certainly nothing very impactful. Hazardous weather is not expected. We like to see it over the next several days, and temperatures will remain near to below normal through the middle of next week. So that is all we've got for the briefing, and we will see you folks on Monday for the next briefing.